Last year alone, I saved thousands of kroner in dental treatment, kids vaccines and contact lenses. And turns out that while Denmark has free health services for almost everything, so like doctor, specialists and treatments, some things you actually need to pay. And those include the dentists, physiotherapists, opticians, most medicines, and also niche items such as, for example, vaccines that are not in the vaccine program. That's where something called Sygeforsikring Denmark comes into play. Sygeforsikring, the translation of meaning the health insurance, is a special type, Sygeforsikring Denmark, of insurance that all said saves Danes thousands of kroner per year, and is again my recommendation for most people. And in this video I'll tell you everything about it. If you're new here, my name is Mario, and on this channel I help expats in Denmark and Danes as well on achieving financial independence and overall living their best life possible in Denmark. First, let's go to what is Sygeforsikring Denmark. Anyone who's registered as a resident in Denmark will have access to public health services. But again, those services will not be, while they're comprehensive, they will not include absolutely everything. And this is where these basically extra health insurances come handy. And this one specifically, the Sygeforsikring Denmark, is very popular. It has up to 2.4 million members, I think, who pay, again, a membership fee per year and get these extra benefits. The key thing here is that once you're a member, you get subsidies, which are sometimes 10%, sometimes 15%, sometimes 50%, sometimes more. Sometimes it's a flat amount on amount of krona you will get for, again, when you use services as dentists, chiropractors, physiotherapists, or even get certain operations. I have been a member of Sygeforsikring Denmark now for some time, and I can tell you some of the benefits I got myself. 50% plus off the vaccines I got for my kids that were not part of the program. This includes, for example, we travel a lot, so hepatitis A and B, we gave that to the kids. That we got a discount via Sygeforsikring Denmark, which otherwise the vaccines cost a lot of money. The chickenpox vaccine, or if you do the yellow fever as well, that's when you get, again, your vaccine specialist will charge you likely a lot of money, and then you basically can get some of this money back. Also, I use contact lenses sometimes. I wear glasses most of the times, but I use contact lenses as well. And I get a discount when I order my contact lenses. And I'm doing the Invisalign treatment for my teeth. And as well, I hope when I'm done, I can get up to a 5,000 krona subsidy from Sygeforsikring Denmark to this treatment. And as you know, this can mean serious money. And again, for perspective, like also if you use medicines, this can also save you on that. I know people that have been doing the Big Obi treatment from Novo Nordisk, the miracle drug to lose weight, and they use Sygeforsikring Denmark, and Sygeforsikring Denmark basically subsidized this treatment up to last year, and now they stopped because it was getting out of hand for them in terms of money. But now let's take just 1 minute and then look through all the benefits. So for example, you have here something for, it's in Danish, but you can, for example, this is all things with the dentist. So tandbehandling means like handling of your teeth. So you have like the simple things or something for which are the bigger things, and you click here and you can actually see what is covered and like the different groups. So we have more on the groups later, but again, like you can see all the different things you can get covered from Sygeforsikring Denmark. Medicines, glasses as well, something for the kids as well, contact lenses, physiotherapy, chiropractor, osteopathy, psychological help if that's what you need, vaccinations, which for example is something I have been using myself. So you see, for example, I'm part of this group 5 and get like up to 50%, sometimes even more in some cases. Again, a lot of really good benefits. Again, it's not that it's for free. You of course need to sign up to this and pay things, but it is a good deal for most people. Now, if this sounds good to you, how do you become a member of Sygeforsikring Denmark? To do that, you need to have certain health and age requirements. So you need to be under the age of 60 and not have any serious illness or be on medication. You must live in Denmark and have your CPR number, and you must not have been referred to or expect to have to use psychotherapist or chiropractor or psychologist or any other therapist within the past 12 months. You will not be necessarily excluded if you're not, completely healthy or you have some kind of medication, but that will be assessed as part of your joining the Sygeforsikring Denmark membership setup. A nice perk of this is that once you become a member, your children will also join within your setup for free and will be insured for free until they get 16 years old, which again, this means that my kids could get their extra vaccines via me having just my policy. For my case, this has saved my family a lot of money in, again, the vaccines, as we talked before. And again, this can end up saving you a lot of money. Hopefully you don't really get into serious situations where you actually have to use more of their services, but at least even for the vaccines and opticians and so on, this makes a good set for me at least. Now, as you have seen in the screencast, there's 4 levels of coverage. So there's group 5, group 1 and group 2, but there's also something called basic. And basic is nice in the sense that if you don't need to use the Sygeforsikring Denmark benefits yet at the time you join, you can still sign up now pay just a yearly fee of what I think is like 400 krona per year, or just around 400 krona per year, 99 krona per quarter, and you can then get the right to change to any of those other groups the moment you decide to, which means that you will not be, for example, if you sign up as a young person and then you don't have any health problems and you will not use any of the services, or you don't expect to use any of the services, you just pay this 400 krona per year, and then the moment you need something, then you can just move on to this, like one of the other groups. And that's really nice. You don't need to basically have to show that you have not developed any conditions and so on among that period. You can just go. And I think like I'm that both guy who likes to insure myself against the most catastrophic scenarios sometimes. And even if you don't need dental treatment or optician and so on, I think 400 krona per year to be able to get this the moment something bad could happen it is a really good deal, I would say. And I would recommend it to most people. Myself though, I'm part of this group 5, where it's basically where you get subsidies for the medicines, for the vaccinations, for dental appointment, for glasses, contact lenses, and so on. And again, like you also get benefits with chiropractors, acupuncturists, and reflexologists, and other things. Which again, this plan, the one I got, cost me 400 krona ish, but per quarter. So that's around 1,600 krona per year. And that again insures myself and my kids. So my kids don't need to pay anything extra to be part of this. And now, if you want more coverage, there's something called Group 1 and Group 2 that go a bit beyond what you see here, and of course cost more money. So for example, when you have Group 1, then your insurance covers more dental treatment than what you have in the other insurances, or at least covers more money of that. And if you have a lot of problems with your teeth, it might be a good idea. And in Group 2, you basically have the most comprehensive cover, where you also consider like specialist medical care, special lab tests, like certain treatments and operations, which again, I have not signed up to because I get a lot of that through my work. In the Sygeforsikring Denmark website, you can see how much money you'll save for each treatment, and then you can decide on which membership is best for you. And again, I had a few examples I'd outlined, in their own website. The way you make these discounts work, and the moment you put things into practice, is that, for example, when you go to vaccinate the kids, you basically say, hey, I'm a member of Sygeforsikring Denmark, and they will ask you for your policy number. You put that in, and then you're good to go. The moment you order contact lenses, you also put your policy number. Or the moment you, for example, then decide to do an Invisalign treatment, the first thing they ask me is like, hey, do you have Sygeforsikring Denmark? That's the way it works. And again, my recommendation for most people is that you sign up to this and get at least this basic coverage, because again, who knows, it may be useful for you in the future. And 400 krona for like a good insurance for you and your children over the long term, I think it's a good deal. That's on this. If you want to hear more about good deals in Denmark, check this video over here where I go through how you can save money in Denmark as an expat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.